This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by Mikaela Mayer here in Manchester. Mikaela, you're like an adopted Brit these days.
I know, thank you. It's probably good because a lot of my future opponents are out here, so I don't want to seem like, you know, the underdog or the outsider.
Mikaela, another step up in weight for yourself. How are you finding settling in to the 140 division?
You know, I'm still cutting. I'm still cutting to get to 140, which is one of the reasons why we're talking about or planning to move up to 147. You know, I've been cutting for a long time, and at this point, I just feel like I'm doing myself a disservice. You're not getting the best out of me, so I want to see what my body does when I'm fully filled out, strong, and comfortable.
Is this a fight for you then, Mikaela? Is it purely just to kind of get active and also just slowly build up and creep up to that 147 mark?
Yeah, you know, 130 to 147 is a huge jump. So I know I had one fight at 35, but that was still not much of a difference for me, seeing as how much I cut to get to 30. And so this is also, you know, just another step up, because being at 130 for so long, you know, my whole career, 15 years at 130, I held back a lot. I held my body back from developing in a lot of ways, right? So now I have to move up in a smart way. I can't just like stuff cheeseburgers down my throat and say, okay, I'm ready for 147. I have to build the strength to get there. So this is just a stepping stone so that I'm competitive and strong at 147.
Mikaela, obviously everybody knows that you're a world level fighter, but people have been somewhat critical of, you know, in the female side of the sport, just jumping up numerous weight divisions. We've obviously seen, like I mentioned, Natasha Jonas, a fight that you're looking at in the future. Terry Harper's done so. What would you say to anybody who is critical of fighters who do jump up X amount of weights?
I mean, you don't understand unless you're in this sport. People criticize me for cutting so much weight. Now you're going to criticize me for going up. Like, I know what my body is. I've been doing this for a long time, so it's just the way it is. You know, a lot of us women are doing this because we didn't have a ton of opportunity in all the weights. Like, for a long time, even in the Olympics, there's only 3 weight classes for us. So we had to cram into these weight classes. In the pros, you know, there was only a few competitive weight classes at a time. And so now it's dispersing. Women's boxing has grown so much. There's more opportunity for us in different weight classes. And so, you know, we're adjusting in that sense. But for a while, we didn't have a choice.
Mikaela, also interested to kind of know what you're hoping to show on Saturday night. I know you're going to a brief stay at 140, but what are you hoping that the British fans will be in store for?
I just want to show my slickness and show my strength. You know, I feel like some people may think that I've shown everything I've got and that I've hit my peak, and I absolutely have not. You know, I didn't start boxing until I was 18 years old, so I've had a ton of energy this camp, more so than I've ever had. I've been able to think clearer, and as a result, right, I'm not just surviving through the rounds. So I feel like I've gotten a lot better, and I want that to translate on Saturday.
Mikaela, obviously just moving forwards and looking at the 147 division, there's a certain promoter next to you who promotes somebody who holds one of those titles in Natasha Jonas. We've spoken in the past about that potential fight. Is that the plan, the motive, edge ever closer towards a potential fight with Natasha Jonas?
That's my plan, yeah. It's the plan I've let my promoter and my team know about. So, you know, I haven't spoken to her personally, but I'm sure she's aware of what I hope to get done early next year, which is a fight between me and Natasha Jonas at 147 for her IBF title. So I think it'll be a great fight. I think the fans would love to see it. Another great fight for women's boxing. Both of us have had a great run, and we've built a big fan base, and we're, you know, at the top of the game. So I think it'd be great for the sport.
It would certainly be a very entertaining fight. Just on Natasha's stint at 154, coming back down to 147, what do you make of her stylistically? How do you feel like you would impress or try and work against her best attributes?
Well, you know, she does have her amateur pedigree, so she's got that high work rate, right, and the speed, and then now she's got the strength. So I don't know how well her speed has held up since she's gone so far up, but I know her strength is definitely there, and her experience is there. So it's going to be a tactical fight.
I'm sure I'm not going to be the only one to ask you about this, Mikaela, but obviously a few weeks ago we saw the news that Alycia Baumgardner had an adverse analytical finding returned. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that and what you made of seeing that news come out.
Obviously, everyone was disappointed with that news. I mean, I've already made my statements on it. At this point, like, that's her problem. This is my fight week. It's her problem, and it's a big problem. So she can focus on that.
Just looking towards the future, is that somewhat ended any future fight between the two of you, or you moving up now? Do you think that's kind of quashed any future fight between the pair of you?
I mean, it's too soon to even say right now because she has a lot of things that she has to take care of. I don't see her fighting for a while. And not to mention, I've moved up several weight classes. It doesn't make any sense to me to be calling someone out at 130. I only call out people that I have actual intention of fighting.
Mikaela, so I've got your thoughts on the rematch between Chantel Cameron and Katie Taylor. Do you expect to see anything different this time around?
You know, Katie Taylor is so good at adjusting. She has so much experience in that sense, and she's gone up against so many different styles that I do think that she'll perform better. I think she'll start a little sooner because I think she started way too late, had herself backed against the ropes. So I think she'll adjust some things. I just don't think she'll adjust enough to get the win. I think Chantel is just too strong and aggressive for her, and I think she'll come out with the win again.
Okay, what's your thoughts on the main event here on Saturday night? Liam Smith, Eubank Jr. Will it be repeat or revenge?
I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. You know, I'm still learning my way around all these British fighters, so I can't say that I came up watching someone like Liam Smith or Eubank. But I know it's something that the fans are really excited to see, and it's been talked about a lot. So I'm excited to be a part of such a big show, and I just hope to see a good fight, but I really have no idea.
I know you'll know Bomac well. What do you make of Junior teaming up with Bomac? And on a month away from the return, can he make a difference for a fighter to team up with a new trainer only a month away from a fight?
You know, it's difficult because once you get in the ring, you rely back on muscle memory, right? But there is a point when you're very experienced and very skilled that you're able to adjust. Some fighters can adjust very, very well, right? They can make those changes, and they're really good at listening and tuning in. So it really just depends on Eubank as a fighter and how well he listens. You know, we'll see. I don't expect to see huge changes, but at this level, he may not need a huge change. Just something small and, you know, significant and small.
Mikaela, it's a pleasure as always. Obviously, good luck on Saturday night, and I'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thanks.